everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lottie and today I am doing the small Booktuber tag. I was not tagged specifically to do this tag. I saw Sam from Yarn Readers video back in January and I wanted to do this tag and I've only just gotten around to doing it in true me fashion. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this tag today. I will leave a link to Sam's channel in the description. She's absolutely lovely, so I do recommend checking her out. So this is a really short tag. It only has 7 questions, so we should fly right through it. I thought it would be a great time to do this tag because I've had a few new people join my channel over the last couple of months. So hi, welcome. So the first question is to introduce yourself. So hello, my name is Lottie. I am 24 years old, living in Wolverhampton. I am a trainee librarian, studying my librarianship while I work as a librarian. I have 2 cats, Luna and Monty, and they hate each other. And yeah, I love to read. I don't really do anything in my life outside of working with books and reading books. So I am very much a boring person if you meet me IRL. I'm sure my IRL friends and family can vouch for that. I am pretty much obsessed with books. I don't have much going on in my life outside them. However, I do try and make time for my other hobbies now. I like to watch stuff on Netflix and I like to play video games. So yeah, I'm a pretty straightforward person. Question number 2 is how long have you been on Booktube? And I always feel like this is a really long story that I like to tell whenever the question comes up. So I've been doing this channel for about a year now. I consider my first official video on this channel to be my 48-hour bookoplathon vlog that I did back when Becca did the 48 bookoplathon last year. Ever since I've sort of been doing videos on and off, and then I've been trying to do one a week in 2022 and I really love doing it. But in terms of being in the Booktube community, I have been around probably since I was about 15. I can't even remember what I was looking for, but I think, you know what, I think I was just looking at bookshelf tour videos and I discovered an entire community of people that literally just talk about books, and I thought, oh my god, that is amazing. Because I've always loved to read. I kind of have always been interested in YouTube and making YouTube videos. I've gone through several phases where I did several different kinds of videos on old channels, and when I found Booktube, it was like the rest is history. I have an old channel where I made Booktube videos on that for a few years before I sort of abandoned it and privated them all, so you can't go looking for them because they're all on private. And then I made this channel, I think when I started uni a few years ago, just to sort of make a new YouTube account more than anything. Yeah, and then I decided to start making videos myself again last year, just because I really like doing it, and sort of doing something that's related to books and reading that isn't strictly just books and reading. In 2020 I really sort of knuckled down and really got back into reading and read more in 2020 than I did in any year previously, and it was quite a lonely experience because although I watched a lot of Booktube, I wasn't really in the community where I made videos myself and I didn't talk to a lot of people in the community. I sort of just passively watched videos and that was it. Yeah, so yeah, I've been around on Booktube for quite a while. I've been subscribed to a few people for quite a long time. It's just only really in the past year that I've become a more active member of the community myself. The question number 3 is what videos do you make? I like to make a variety of different bookish videos. I feel like lately I've mostly been focusing on TBR videos and wrap-ups, which are my favourite videos to make. I like making TBR videos. I really enjoy playing my TBR game and setting a TBR, whether or not I try and stick to it. And I really like making wrap-up videos because I like sort of just talking about the books that I have read, like doing little reviews of them, and also I like looking at my statistics for the month as well, because I'm just really into seeing how much I've read and what I've read and things like that. But yeah, I also try and do tag videos, though I haven't done many recently. I like making vlogs. It's just at the moment my life is get up, go to work, come home, sleep. So I don't have anything interesting to talk about in a vlog. I kind of feel like I want to try weekly vlogging again at some point, even though I don't really have anything interesting going on. But I like to make a wide variety of bookish content is the point. I shouldn't just, my favourites are TBRs and wrap-ups. Question 4 is, what do you love about Booktube? And I love the community aspect of it. Every single person I have spoken to, whether it be through comments, on Discord, on Twitter, they have all been so lovely and friendly. I always feel really guilty because I feel like I don't make a lot of time to watch other people's videos myself anymore, because there's just so much going on in my life at the moment that I rarely have time to just sit down and watch videos. And so I always feel really bad because I'm not watching as much as I would like, but I know that even if I like disappeared from Booktube for a little while, nobody would particularly care. Like I would be welcomed back with open arms, and people wouldn't be like, well, you didn't want to talk to us for ages. So I feel like there's none of that in the community. It's very much like you can go off and live your real life if you need to, and you'll be welcome back no matter what. I also really love being a part of Ro and Spoops' Patreons, who are two people I only really discovered last year through other creators, and I feel like I really connected with their channels, and that's why I really wanted to join their Patreons. And the communities that they have fostered through Discord especially, and those are so lovely. Like all of the people I've spoken to through their Discord have been so kind, and I really enjoy sort of hanging out with these people virtually. It kind of reminds me of like when I used to be at uni and we would meet up once a week for society gatherings, and it gives me that same feeling, and I really enjoy being part of an even smaller part of a community in that sense. So I just really enjoy making friends. So question 5 is, what type of books do you read? So if you've seen any of my videos before, you will know that I do read a lot of fantasy. Fantasy, I would probably say, is my favourite genre. I just love reading and escaping to a completely different world to what we live in. I really like romance in my books as well, whether it's like a fantasy romance or just like a contemporary romance novel. I'm a big hopeless romantic in that sense, and I really just love like watching two characters blossom into a relationship. When I play The Sims, one of my favourite things to do is like make single Sims and have the couples get together and develop a family, and so I feel like that translates a lot into the fiction that I read as well. I just love seeing people in love. So that's something I really like in books as well. But I also, on the opposite side, really like dystopian and sci-fi and horror, and seeing people be murdered, and seeing the end of the world and things like that. So I love like romance and flowery things, but I also want to see death and destruction. Question 6, what is your favourite video you've made? And I would probably say my first TBR scrolls video back in January is my favourite video I've ever made, just because there is so much that went into that you don't really see in the video itself. When I made my TBR game, there was literally months of planning and designing that went into it before the final product appeared. I came up with the idea myself. I had to sort of figure out how I was going to make Skyrim into a board game that I can then make a TBR from. I had to work out what prompts would suit the categories I wanted to include and the aspects of the video game that I wanted to include as well, and sort of like, for example, match up the Aedra and Daedra to a prompt that I could use for a book. I obviously had to make the board and work out what the board would look like, and although it's not like the most extravagant thing in the world, I'm pretty proud of it. I had to find a way to make my cards because I wanted my cards to look nice and not just be like pieces of paper that I had written prompts on. I designed them all in Canva myself, and I'm not great with like photoshopping things like that, so they don't look like professional, but I don't care. Like, I'm pretty proud of how they turned out. And obviously I had to come up with like the rules and things like that, and so much work went into just making that video, as well as making the video itself and filming it and editing it and everything. That's my favourite video I've ever done, just because of how much work I put into it, and I was so pleased with the response. Being a small booktuber, like getting any video over 1,000 views was incredible, and I don't do booktube videos for like views or subscribers or anything. For that many people to have seen this silly little video that I made is just wild to me. And so yeah, it was just so encouraging, and the response to it and everything, so that's why I love that video so much. Watch it if you haven't already. Okay, and question 7 is to tag 4 small booktubers. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular just because I can't remember who has and who hasn't done this tag before. So if you are watching it and you are a small booktuber and you haven't done this tag, please consider yourself tagged, and let me know in the comments below if you have done this tag or when you do this tag, and I will try and make sure I sit down and watch it, because I'm trying to get engaged with the community more. It's just when you've got so much going on in your personal life, it can be really hard to keep up online. Okay, so yeah, that was the tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave like a old person emoji in the comments, because I have been around on Booktube for like nearly 10 years now, and I feel like a bit of a Booktube veteran at this point, even though I'm sort of new in the sense of like making videos. So yeah, leave an old person emoji in the comments down below if you made it to the end of this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. If this is your first video you're watching of mine, hello, welcome, I would love to have you, and please check out more of my videos. In the description below you will find links to my Twitter, Goodreads and Instagram if you would like to follow me on any of those, and I will see you all very soon with a new video. Bye!